It's not good.
But there's none so blind as those who will not see. Open your eyes. Let the scales fall away. This has all been written.
Look, you'll have to stop now. You're scaring the children.
They should be scared. Oh, yes, they should. Their beautiful, pure little minds have been corrupted with lies. All this talk of a modern God or no God. There is one God, the God of the Israelites. And he is a stern and vengeful God. And we have been mocking him far too long. And now he demands retribution in blood. Read the good book. It calls for expiation. Blood. What? Blood.
And I beheld till the thrones were cast down,
and the kingdoms were destroyed.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
And the Ancient of Days did sit. Who's the Ancient of Days? God, the Most High. Why does it call him the Ancient of Days? Because he has no beginning of days nor end of days. He's older than time.
Whose garment was white as snow.
And it said God had on a white garment. So if he had a garment, God has what? A body.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
What kind of hair did he have? Did he have straight hair?
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So what is Daniel seen in this vision regarding God, the Most High? That he's what you would call a so-called black man, having woolly hair.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
And he sees God's throne. He said, and there's fire all around the Most High's throne. Come on.
And his wheels as burning fire.
What are the attributes of a wheel? They spin. When you had a car, what was a hip term for cars? They called the wheels. You know, those are your wheels? It was their chariot, what they rode in.
The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl.
So now he describes the chariots. Notice he uses the word wheels. It says the appearance of the wheels, which was spinning, and their work was like unto the color of beryl, meaning green.
And they four had one likeness.
Right.
And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
So Ezekiel saw a wheel in the middle of a wheel. This was some kind of contraption. He was sitting there trying. Remember, Ezekiel is doing his best to put on paper what he's looking at. You got to try to visualize it.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself.
There was fire all around this chariot, enfolding upon itself.
And a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber.
And out of the midst of it as the color of amber. Amber is brown.
Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
So 4 living creatures was in the midst of these chariots.
And this was their appearance.
It's going to describe what they look like. Come on.
They had the likeness of a man.
They had the likeness of a man. What does that mean? They had a head, they had a neck, arms, legs. They had the likeness of a man.
And everyone had 4 faces.
Now these particular 4 angels, each one had 4 faces. This is a different level of angel.
And everyone had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet. And the soles of their feet were like the soles of a calf.
How does the soles of a calf foot look? It's split. Anybody ever see those ninja shoes? That's how a calf's foot is.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Burnished brass, meaning brass that was burned in a furnace. Ezekiel's giving you the color of angels.
Okay, but if there are craft, there are beings.
Okay, people have asked me, I call them vehicles, okay?
Right.
They have all of the qualities of a vehicle. Well, now, where would you manufacture one that's 2.5 Earth lengths long? And that's a hard question to answer.
So are you not positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings who are, maybe like us?
There is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off?
Not dark black, black.
Black skin?
Really black, yeah.
And
made the moon also to serve in her seasons.
Come
for
on.
a declaration of times.
Read.
And a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of peace.
Come on.
A light that decreaseth in her perfection.
So we know that. The Bible talks about that.
The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above.
Just like the U.S. have their embassies and they send in their Navy ships before they what? Conquer a nation. It's the same thing the Most High is doing with the chariots, with the angels, with the moon. That's why they had to set up their army base close to the earth.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
And I've also called my mighty ones for my anger.
And they went everyone straight forward.
You hear that? Just like the chariot we just seen. It went everyone straight forward. Come on.
Whither the Spirit was to go, they went. And they turned not when they went.
Where the Spirit went, that's where they went. They say they thought left, it moved left. They thought right, it moved right. They didn't have to turn like these aviation vehicles that we have now in Babylon the Great. They thought left and it moved left.
And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of light.
That's how fast they move. That's how fast they move, right? That's why Esau says they move faster than the speed of light.
And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. Read.
For everyone that stealeth.
Everyone that stealeth. How did Esau get America? Europe. How did Esau get anything? He stole it. Come on.
Shall be cut off as on this side according to it.
Come on.
And everyone that sweareth.
And everyone that sweareth. Does Esau swear, y'all? Swears on the Bible and breaks every law of the Bible. Come on.
Shall be cut off as one that side according to it.
Come on.
I will bring it forth.
I will bring it forth. Who's bringing forth these chariots? God. He says, I will bring it forth. Come on.
Saith the Lord of hosts. And it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
That sweareth falsely by my name.
Yes, I'll describe them a little bit. Anywhere from 6.5 to 8 feet tall, and some have been described as taller, and look African, African. Their eyes are just a little bit bigger, and some of them have been described with caramel colored hair.
At this stage, the rocket was traveling between 11 and 14,000 miles per hour when a saucer-shaped craft entered the frame.
It flew into the frame like this, and it shot a beam of light at the warhead. Now, remember, all this stuff is flying at several thousand miles an hour. So this thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light, and then flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of space.
See Space. Going to be a lot of things happening in space. Because space is the world's newest warfighting domain.